Hey guys, welcome back to the garden. It's springtime. Today is like 1st or 2nd of April, so it's really springtime and we have no wind and over 10 degrees today. So I want to take you for a walk in the garden because everything is happening all at once. You know, it's all the work and it's all the loveliness coming out. Every day is something new, and this is like, well, you can see it's a magnolia, but this has a story that I want to tell you because this is the first time this has ever flowered, and I'm so happy because when we moved here 25 years ago, we came from Copenhagen and we didn't have a garden, of course. We were living in an apartment, but I often went to something called Frederiksberg Have, and there they had the most amazing magnolias, and I died every year when they came out in flower, and so beautiful. So when we moved here 25 years ago, one of the first things I did was to find like the quite special varieties of magnolias and just planting them. And I remember I spent all day planting these. I think I got 3 different kinds of magnolias, and I did everything. I made big holes and I fed them and all kinds of things, and I was so happy and so excited to finally have magnolias in my own garden. And then I came out the next morning and it had just been a buffet for the deer, and they were completely ruined, all of them, except for this tiny one. It had one branch so that was alive, so I moved it in here, and it has actually been ruined once more by deer. And now 25 years later we have the first blossom. I think I'm so happy. And quite a show of resilience, I think. But I didn't know anything about magnolias, and I didn't know much about gardening, and I actually didn't know that deer love the taste of magnolia buds. What can you know? So if you didn't know, now you do. So I get out here in the morning and I see this bright white, and I'm guessing that it will only be more beautiful as the next 25 years passes. So of course you can see we're in the old garden, but that's, I know I probably have shown you this view every year since I've had the channel, and it's because it makes me so happy. This blue with all the green coming out, the scillas, and every year this carpet of blue expands because we don't mow the lawn in this area, meaning that we allow all of the seed to ripen, and this means that more and more scilla are coming out. And when I have the time, and if I remember, I sometimes pick some of the seeds and I'm moving it to different places in the garden. But you can see it's much loved by bees. Maybe you can hear them if I quiet down. Lots of honeybees. I think my neighbor Camilla will have some scilla honey. I love them. I think they're quite amazing. And they will be followed by lots of wild tulips, the sylvestris variety here, but this makes me happy for days. And I took some seeds and put them here across on the other side of the gravel road. And I mean, it's not, I didn't dig them down or anything. I have just been spreading the seeds by hand, and once they establish, you can see that actually the blue is spreading all the way along the gravel road, and the daffodils are out, and it's so beautiful. And for the next month at least, we will have different kinds of daffodils flowering all along the fence of the food forest. I mean, guys, if you have a garden, I know that this is the best time. It's the busiest, but it's also the best time because every day there's fresh beauty, and there's such a sense, I think, of anticipation of all the glory and joy to come. So I just love this time of year. Well, actually, before we enter the food forest, I want to show you this pile of branches and offcuts. Of course, it's not only from this year, but this will give you an idea of how hard the edit was in the food forest this year. So lots of space has been created, and then we just pile it on here, and I see lots of birds in here, and probably all kinds of other animals are living in this pile. And every expert say that it's one of the best things you can do for biodiversity, fungi, whatever. So it's taking up quite a lot of space, but eventually it'll sort of decompose and lessen a little bit unless we put more on top, which we probably will. But that's the result of having a big garden, and it's beneficial in a lot of ways, I think. So this is the Italian alder. It still blows my mind that this is like 13 years old. So fast growing and so beautiful, and a nitrogen fixer, and one of my favorites in the food forest. And there's a white rose growing meters up, I think maybe 3 meters or something up here. Beautiful, like a guardian for the entrance, this entrance of the food forest. So the work this time of year, of course, is the cleaning up. And as you can see, I'm more than halfway. I think I have 1/3 left. All this bit and the bit on the small mound I still need to do, and I haven't been very strategic this year because that's the worst bit. I actually maybe should start to do that when I have the energy, fresh energy, and now I'm just like, it's the worst part that's left. But even some viewers have asked, why do you do all this work? And that's the way I'm built. I really like the cleaning up, but it also has a lot of other benefits, I think, because so this next Monday I'm making a plant delivery to 2 of my food forest sisters in a Democracy Garage in Copenhagen. And so as I'm cleaning and weeding, and I'm making a mental note of all the stuff that I could dig up and bring them, because it's overflow from the garden. And I like it. I like this feeling of abundance that's so obvious when you start cleaning. Oh my God, this has spread, and this has spread, and this has self-seeded, and this is growing. And I think it's just part of an ongoing conversation I have with someone I love. Like, I love the garden, and this spring conversation is important to me, I think, in the way that I understand how the garden is doing, and what needs to be done, perhaps, what needs to be adjusted. That's the start of this conversation for this year. And for instance, these past couple of weeks, once in a while, I take a dig at this and trying to clear up some of the grass, because we are going to need this space for some specific plants that we need for the new butterfly sanctuary project that was that we announced in the last video. If you haven't watched it, I'll put a link in the description below. But this is so when I'm weeding, when I'm cleaning, I'm also making a note of what plants could be used and put out into the butterfly sanctuary. And so lots of benefits. And I think I was thinking the other day that this, yes, it's hard work, but in a way that the joy of the hard work and the joy of the beauty that happens is they are intertwined, I think. And even if the body is tired, I don't consider it hard work in that way, and not something that I have a plight, or I'm doing it out of love and joy, mostly, unless my hair gets entangled when I'm cleaning in here. Then I get really annoyed. But yeah, I love it. So there you have it. And actually, I think everything is looking quite amazing as it is. And with every day, more space is made with all the things that I take out. I'm quite amazed at how many extra plants and trees this garden can produce. And then I look up and the first flowers on the peaches are coming out, and how could you not be happy for that? It's so beautiful. And I mean, those colors against this bright blue sky, and ooh, everything is amazing. Yeah, I think I'm doing well, guys. It's good, and also we've been blessed with a very dry spring compared to last year. It was impossible. It was so wet and so terrible that you didn't want to be out here, and was cold and miserable. But this year's just been perfect. And more stuff to eat. Would you look at this Alexander's? Well, it's almost invasive, but so much stuff, so beautiful, and soon it'll be flowering and then dying down and then coming back in fall once again. I love it, and we eat it almost every day, either in frying pan or in other things. And I want to say something about this. All of those hellebores that we have in the garden, I see all of the queen bumblebees coming out. Of course, they've been out for about 4 weeks now, and they are so loving all of these different varieties of hellebores that we have in the garden. This is the wild variety, Foetus, I think it's called, but they don't mind. They are in all of them, and I think that's why it's so important that we have these early flowers. Of course, we have the longwort and everything, but I really see that the queens are actually always in this one. I'm spreading them all over, and I think they're so beautiful right now. So those are the things, I mean, that are so easy to notice when I'm in the garden 6-7 hours a day, if I can. What else can I tell you? I'm behind with. Usually, I'm filling out the greenhouse with seedlings, and I haven't started seeding at all this year. That's okay. I think I will still have time, and I'm hoping a friend will help me. She's coming to visit this weekend, and I would actually like to teach her how I seed things. And I think she would have fun helping me do that. So I'm gonna clean out and put a lot of tables, and we'll start seeding, and I might make a video about that if I have time. So I think we will catch up. Sometimes I think starting the seeding too early actually is not helpful. So I think we'll be good. Other than that, I have one last bed in the retreat garden to clean out, and then half of this I also need to clean out. Or I might leave it. If I don't have time, I don't have time, and we will see how it goes. But still, lots of edibles. I mean, I wanna show you. I want to show you how well. First of all, now this dead man's finger is coming out, and I wish maybe can you try to make a close-up on the way the buds are? they are gloriously colored and with a graphical quality that I really enjoy. And then this yellow sheath, it's quite amazing. But I want to show you how invasive this Babington perennial leek is in my garden. I love it. But so you see, this is just like breeding. This is just the seed or the small bulbs that have fallen, and now we have another 100. So I'm going to have to give away. Look at this one. That's how they fall once they have flowered, and then they make these clumps of more perennial leek. Endless perennial leek. They're so beautiful when they flower. We don't eat a lot of them, but all of the groups coming here in spring, they can take as many as they like. It's a bit much. I'm gonna have to give some away. So I want to show you one last thing, I think. One last thing before I get back to the cleaning. We are, of course, all the while all of this is happening, and the cleaning and the old garden and all of that, we are also working a lot on the new 7,000 square meters that we are making into this butterfly sanctuary. But I'm working on my new vegetable garden, and it's taking shape. It's going to be fenced in, of course, because we have so many deer in the area. But I mean, guys, I'll make a video about this and my choices and what I'm going to grow. And once the fence is up, I think you will get a feel of the space it's going to be. And we've started putting in sticks, so the different spaces are beginning to take shape, and we can feel if the flow is right. It's a little difficult because there's there are hardly any points of reference, so it's like you're in a big empty space, and you sort of have to find a shape and move with that. It's super interesting work, I think, and I think we are in a good space with that. So guys, thank you for watching, and that was the state of the garden this 1st or 2nd of April. I don't know what date it is, but it's April. It's beautiful. Thank you guys. See you.